Into my introduction of our special guest speaker this morning. Reverend Chani Getter grew up in an ultra-Orthodox Hasidic Jewish home in Rockland County, New York. And at 18, Chani entered an arranged marriage. 5 years and 3 children later, Chani left Chani's husband and as a single parent began a journey of self-discovery. While working full-time and raising 3 children, Chani received a bachelor's in human development and went on to receive a master's in social work from Rutgers University. And then she received an interfaith ministry ordination from One Spirit Interfaith Seminary. In 2013, Chani joined the staff of Footsteps, an organization that helps individuals leaving ultra-Orthodox Judaism. In 2022, Chani shifted to a consultant and is now the scholar in residence at Footsteps. Chani also has a personal practice providing psychotherapy for individuals and couples, and often specializing with individuals raised in insular or fundamental religious communities. Today, Chani is a proud out gay parent and a spiritual leader and teacher, an established motivational speaker, a certified holistic life coach, a spiritual counselor, a licensed social worker, and ritual creator. Chani's influence is far-reaching, touching individuals and professionals in North America and Europe. Chani has been featured in Netflix and PBS documentaries, along with New York Times and the New Yorker articles. I could not be more grateful and delighted to have Reverend Chani with us today. Please join me in a UU welcome to Reverend Chani Getter. Welcome, Chani.
Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I thank you. We are told that all prayers can be condensed in 4 words. Thanks. Wow. Oops. Please. I'll repeat that again. Thanks. Wow. Oops. Please. Today, we're going to talk about the oops. Yom Kippur. It is believed that Yom Kippur is the day that God forgave the Israelites for the sin of the golden calf. We are told that God said, Vayomer Adonai salachti kedvaracha. God said, I forgive them as you have spoken. God speaks to Moses and says to Moses, I forgive them just like you spoke. Yes, they messed up. Yes, they did the sin of the golden calf, but I believe them. And so for generations and for thousands of years since then, we take the Jewish calendar year day and the date, actually, the Jewish calendar date on the 10th of Tishrei, and we say, God forgives us. It is believed that we need to do nothing to be forgiven for this day. We simply need to show up and be conscious, and anything we've done between ourselves and the divine, or between ourselves and the universe, between ourselves and the world, that is forgiven. However, the rabbis teach us that between human and human, that is not the case. That we need to ask forgiveness for the ways in which we have hurt other people. Whether we're aware of it or not, whether we remember the things we've hurt other people, or they sit in our mind and we're always constantly thinking about it. In order to be forgiven from another person, we actually need to say and go to the person and make amends and say, here's how I hurt you. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? What about ourselves? What about all the ways we've hurt ourselves? I'm going to share a personal story. Some of it is a little bit hard to hear. And I'm going to invite you to notice what gets stirred up in you as you listen. I was 18 and 2 months old when I was married off to a stranger. He didn't know me. I didn't know him. He was 17 and a half. The morning after our wedding, the morning after the day we had to do the most intimate act with another person, my mother came over with hair clippers and shaved my long, dark hair off. That was the custom in my community of origin. People assigned female at birth, their hair was shaven off the day after the wedding. And so there I stood at the mirror, trying to find myself, literally freaking out. Here's the thing. After my mother left, a month later, I took hair clippers and I shaved my hair. Every month after, for 5 years. For over 5 years, I myself took hair clippers to my head and shaved it over and over and over again. What makes someone do such a horrible act to themselves? Expectations, belief systems. So many things make us do things. And a way of protecting myself. I thought that if I followed the rules, I would be safe in the community that I was in. And so I did. And this part of me that took the clippers in hand to shave ignored the part that was dying inside over and over and over again. Because that's what we humans do. We don't only hurt the universe and the earth and the planet and our friends and our loved ones. We hurt ourselves because of something or someone that made us believe that this is what we need to do. I have a client who comes from a very fundamental Christian home. She had gotten into one of the most prestigious colleges for choirs and singing and music. And her in-laws told her she shouldn't, that it's not a woman's place to be on stage. She changed her major. For years, she lives with the regret of changing that major. And now in her 40s, she's starting to forgive the part of herself that felt compelled to do it. She's starting to understand that she did that in order to protect her marriage. That at that time, she thought that was the only way she could live in God's grace as she understood that. I'm going to invite all of us to take a breath and to go through the years of our own life, to think about the thing that every time you want to forgive yourself, you struggle with that thing, the thing you can't believe you did or didn't do or wanted to do or tried to do or said or didn't say or wanted to say. That thing, we all have it. We all have that thing. The thing we hold in our hearts and in our minds, and it's always with us and sometimes in the back of us, right? Always carrying it along, lugging it along, the thing we regret. I'm going to invite all of us to notice where it lives in our body, this regret. Is it in your throat? Maybe in your heart? Perhaps on your shoulders or in your head? Maybe in your mouth or your stomach, your gut, your thighs and your back. Where does this thing that you regret so much, that you just wish you did or didn't do, say or didn't say, gone or didn't go, that thing, right? Where does it live in your body? And if it doesn't live anywhere, just be with it. Notice that it's here with you. Perhaps it has a color. What color might it have? What texture might it be? Notice how big it is in your body or how much room it takes up. And breathe. Notice perhaps if you can breathe yourself slightly bigger than this regret. Noticing its texture and where it lives in your body and the temperature and the color, but still see if you can breathe yourself slightly bigger than this regret. And see if you can bring some compassion to this regret. Bring it and cover it with compassion from your heart space or somewhere else. Enveloping that part of you that felt so compelled to do or not do, say or not say, go or not go. Envelop that with compassion and love and understanding. See if there's even a tiny part of you that understands why you didn't do, say, didn't say, go, didn't go, that regret. Is there even a slight chance that you might understand that and love yourself despite? and bring love to the part that felt compelled. And breathe. And as I chant this chant, perhaps you might want to join me and send it to this part of you that is holding the regret, that felt compelled to do or not do, to say or not say, to go or not go, to be or not be. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. As I chant this chant, I think to myself, I love you. Even the part that took the shavers in hand. I'm sorry that you had to do that. And I'm sorry that I shaved off your hair every month for over 5 years. I thank you for doing that, because if not, I wouldn't have been safe in my community. Please forgive me for hurting you for all those years. I love you. What are you loving? I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? Please forgive me. What do you need to forgive yourself for? I thank you. How did that part keep you safe? I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I die, 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 die. La la hi na hi na hi na hi na hi na. I thank you. Shana Tova. May you have a meaningful Yom Kippur. I bless us all to be able to forgive all the things we've hurt ourselves with, and forgive those who've hurt us. And in doing so, perhaps, maybe, build a more whole world. My name is Chani and I use they, them pronouns. Thank you for having me.
If you like this video, please like us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click on the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you.